Yo, what's good, Spencer? Hey, good work on those combines, bro. You killed it. Been killing it. It's good. What's going on, everyone? All right, so really quick, going through my trades for the day. Okay, so I tried to long in here with 2. I got stopped on that. Then I had a short I got stopped out on. Then I had a short I took for break even pretty much, and then I caught the longs all the way up. I had my trail stop a little too tight on this, so I just re-entered the position. Had this initial trade 500 of risk on this one, 800 on this one, and then just rode that up to target. But overall, solid trades. Jump the gun a little bit on some of them. We go to trade review. Okay. How's everyone else doing? What's up, Zeke? Zeke Master. Took some pinpointers. Okay. This was yesterday. Asia long win. 4-hour trade, so no video. 618 reaction with another ad. Reaction. VWAP and looking for trend up. Stops with PA. Trailing stops labeled. 385.6 was up another 221 to let the remaining cons ride with momentum, but damn, big red candle hit my trailing stop. Annoying red candle, not sure it was from. This was unexpected. Okay, yeah, this is from. There was some NVIDIA news overnight. That's what that was. Your stats are looking pretty solid, Dylan. I mean, 4 trades, $1,000 winner, 821, 385. Solid on all of these, and you're confident in the emotions and overall good trades. 12th of August, Nasdaq session, London short. IB Strat took a short off 76 level, 5 micros. First partial at 3 micros at 845 FVG. 1 micro at 0.5 went break even and left 1 micro runner to 8. Asia session low. Okay. I like this. This previous area of resistance. Clean middle short. Yesterday and today I took London gold trades based on market correlation. 1 hour plus IB break. First trade yesterday I took from 382. It stopped me out for minus 338. Second trade I took from 618 was sure where we had bounced already 5 times. Took my 3K. Trailing stop loss was hit. Today I also took a trade with market condition correlation. Asia and London where we bounced from 0.7 fib and low volume node. When I saw we entered low volume node, immediately bounced I entered. Today it was a weaker setup than yesterday, but I trusted after seeing how price action behaved when we tested low volume node. Second demo accounts passed. I'm trying to pass the stats for Alpha Feature 0. Okay. So short looks like you got stopped, re-entered. That looks like a clean short. This looks like a much cleaner short in my eyes. The fib, I wouldn't take the fib from here to here. This isn't a significant enough pivot point. So if I'm looking at gold, what time is this at? 394.4, so I have to find that. 394.4, it's like here. This is where I would take the fib from. So I think you did it from here to here. KPEC, I would do it from here to here initially. And then you make that new low. Okay, comes up to that 0.5, rejects. That's where I would do the fib. Okay. Tiny MNQ loss, break even with commissions, was a CPI long. I tried a 0.5, massive area of low volume. Stop was too small for size, so moved to break even fast. Got stopped for a small loss. Was a bit sketched and fearful since it's so volatile. Look good, can be unpredictable. Yeah. Okay, I mean, you were up. Oh, did this wick you? I think this wicked you. Yeah. Because this ran for like 60 points. Would have been a solid trade. I'm in Q short, lost 618. The volume node rejection stat was too short biased, didn't consider selling pressure wasn't good enough. Yeah, we also need to consider the market context. Like the market context was it's a bullish CPI print, which with the NFP data, the Fed will likely cut in September. I don't mind the trade. It's just more so like understanding the context of the market. I think I got stopped on this one as well. Demo 3 took a long today after ES broke IB high, waited for 3 minutes to trade a bit lower to get in, and rejection from VWAP low volume node. Target was 0.4 IB. However, I got stopped trailing. Happy with my TP for the day. Up 1,053. Game win rate back up. Okay. Yeah, this is a clean long. Entered in a consolidation. Yeah. Maybe we trail on 5 minute. Alize. Yeah, if we trail on the 5 minute, you wouldn't have gotten stopped on this, I don't think. Win rate's really solid. Pretty solid average RR. 1.74 with a 70% win rate. That's solid stats. 2 long attempts on NQ. One first was in pre-market, other in New York. Framing bullish CPI report, 0.5 fib. Management only 1 micro because pre-market adjusted stop and got stopped on a wick down. Good. De-risk, maybe trail harder. Yeah, in these pre-market trades, this should just continue to run. I would trail to that wick. Second long attempt. Same bias, still 1 micro because early. Re-enter too quick. Small size, not optimal entry. Yeah. This long on YM though, Zeke. This long on YM cooked. Besant said Fed should think about a 0.5 cut. They should, but I think the more likely scenario is 0.25. This YM trade is super clean, Zeke. Super clean. Was this with 2 micros, or was this 2? Yeah, 2 micros. Okay. I like the scale on that. I like the management. Just let that bitch run. So this is equivalent to like a 100-point trade on NASDAQ. Usual mean reversion before trending. I fade the news pop from the early long. I'm going to open them, wait for confirmation, or at the real move. Trade 1. Fade CPI short. Okay. Added 0.5. 50 points. Trade 2 early long before the bell. Break even loss. Went long before the open. Followed bam, but I like the trade. Missed my stop by 1 tick on the stop. And I stopped out break even after being up 90 points. Should have taken at least partials or brought stops up. Yeah. Third trade. Weighted buyer showed up after we bounced off daily open. Swept through day and tagged 4 deviation. Footprint failed selling. Scaled half for 60 points to get day back to break even. Okay. That's a great way to scale, especially if you're in drawdown. Just takes them off to get back to break even. End of the day, up 616 after a 1K loss yesterday. Very happy with the trades, but the lesson, yeah, just be a little bit more patient on this. Yeah, so shorted. I like the short. Shorted again, and then got in too early on the longs. Yeah, and it looks like he kept trying it, and then stopped again, and then you finally got in. I didn't get in until back here, but still a clean trade. Rode it up. You could have rode this up further with the extensions. So it was a trade that made me pass all 5 combines. It was honestly against my rules, but I was determined to pass. I knew this thing was going to trend all day, so I waited for price to test the 8 EMA, and that's where I entered. Well, what we can do as 27 is add in that 8 EMA as a, part of your system. I think it's still solid, especially when we're in these trending markets. It's hard to find entries sometimes. If you miss the entry and it's still moving up or down, you can definitely use the 8 EMA as an entry point. You got a good entry on this though. You got a great entry on this. It's properly managed as well, and your stats are overall very positive. 70% win rate, 2-to-1 RR, very solid, bro. Yeah, you had to make 5,500 to pass these, which is crazy. So, I mean, you essentially passed it twice, bro. Like, think about that. You essentially passed the accounts twice. Asia long last night, waited for IB to set second, high set second, and we tap 0.5 in VWAP. Trading gets easier when you simplify it. 400 from passing my fund futures account. Very clean. Where's the stop at, though? Where's the stop at, Jack? It's a clean trade, but where's the stop? Open reversal, 4.8 RR. Took the trade after positive CPI reaction. Initial strong move at New York Open. I was looking for a reversal. Trump news sell off at open around 10. Failed selling, which had been retested multiple times. CBD was rising. Spot a large buyer stepping in with 400 contracts immediately after the failed selling. Didn't capture screenshots of the trade. Execution. Bought 5 micro contracts at 23,687 on a small 1-minute retracement. Initial stop loss at 23,655. Entry 2 added 1 contract as CVD continued to climb and dips were bought back up immediately. Stop loss moved to break even after 1 scale in. Scaled out 5 contracts at all-time highs. Traded 2 runners tightly. Stopped shortly after. 4.48 average exit entry. Okay. Yeah, on days like this, you can. Okay, so you bought 5, sold 1 here. Yeah, I would have let this run just all the way up. I don't mind the scale here, but... Oh, wait, you scaled in here. Okay, so bought here, scaled 1, scaled 1. Scales are a bit far, but the majority of your position is down here. So that's solid. Sold 5 contracts at all-time highs. Sold another 2, and then we kept running for another 50 points. Overall, really solid grow lever. Okay, solid. I think this might be trade of the day. Either that or Zeke's, bro. Zeke's YM trade. We can give it to both of y'all. All right, guys. I need to go make some fucking food. I've only eaten a peanut butter sandwich today. Not even any jelly on it. So. Alright. That's trade review, guys. Pretty short. Only like a 15-minute trade review. Yeah, that YM trade, Zeke, this YM trade was really clean. Good management on it, too. I would have probably tightened this stop. Like, brought this to at least the body of this, if not higher. You did it in the next screenshot anyway, so yeah, you managed it properly. Up 250 points on YM. What is that? 250. Per I mean, you're on micros, so multiply this by 250 multiplied by 2, and then divide it by 10. 250 bucks. Very solid trade, though. Very solid trade. It's essentially like a 125 point NASDAQ trade. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.